We go from the V10 Honda to the V12 Lamborghini with Martin Donelly.
This is the first Lesmo, taken probably in 5th. No, 4th, up to 5th for the second part. Very fast, this one. 6th and top. A little bit of a dip here. That's the old banking there on that bridge over them. This is the very anti-Estoril. Pretty quick chicane, this.
Took a gear right in the middle of it, it seemed like. That's odd.
No, they're all, the first part is slower than the second part of all the chicanes here. You'll find that the first chicane does the same thing. This is where Derek went off. He turned in here, and he got to just about this stage here when he went wide and just clipped the end of that guardrail. Martin Donelly's tear off there.
That's right, Kieran's got a collar on, and here we are. We're riding with Derek Warwick now. We're coming down to the corner to start the lap after the start-finish line. And Warwick's there. He's in 4th gear. He's probably going up to... No, he's back to 6th for now. And let's see if he can draft up on that car just ahead of him. He'll be approaching 190 miles an hour at this point. Perhaps 195. It doesn't look like he's quite close enough to have a go. As he comes into this second gear chicane, back down to second, hard on the brakes. 50 miles an hour through this one now. Back on the power. 3rd gear. 4th gear. 5th gear. 6th gear. And he's using about 13,000 revs with his Lamborghini V12 engine here. Into the second chicane. Second gear once again. You can just see then how he just nibbled the curb on the left side and the right. It's a very narrow entrance to that chicane, and you need to use a little bit of curb to get through there quickly enough. We're coming down now towards the 3rd chicane. A quick flick on his hand to wipe off a rip-off off his visor. Back down to 4th gear. A little nibble of curb again, maybe. And speeding in the power. 4th gear. Back to 5th. Back to 6th. Coming in now towards this stadium section of the track. Now just look how the scenery changes. Now someone's got a bit of dust there. What is it? No, nothing too much. Uses a bit of curb on the exit. Second gear for the Sachs curve. It's got a bit of camber on this. It's reasonably fast for a second gear hairpin. Now that normally is flat out through that left-right, but he had a bit of a feather on the throttle there. And we're back now past the start-finish line. Picking 5th gear before coming back down to the point at which we picked up the camera car, which is turn 1 on this Hockenheim circuit.
We're coming down past the main start and finish area here, looking at your pit boards, coming down to one of the very fast 5th gear corners. A lot of commitment here, turning in and then back on the throttle again into the second 5th gear corner, flat in qualifying, watching out for the traffic, down the inside, down into second, holding it tight, trying to get on the power as quickly and as smoothly as possible. Short shift to 3rd, back to 2nd, holding it tight, very bumpy corner here. Again, looking to get good power, good traction out of it, hoping one of the Phantom sees us. Moves to the right, through here, quite bumpy, being resurfaced this year. Into 6th, and again, leaving the braking very late, turning in sharply. And then again, we short shift to 3rd, flat on the power, over the brow of the hill. Steering goes light because you go to the brow of a hill. Back to 3rd, 4th, into 5th, back to 2nd, downhill off camber, a lot of understeer here, hard on the power again. To 3rd, back to 4th. And then we go into this very tight, but this evening it's quick. Again accelerating, and then late you can into 2nd. Quite a difficult section there. The car goes from one side to the other. Then you come into the real neck breaker, which is 4th and 5th gear, and qualifying almost flat on the exit. And the G-forces load up, and then on the exit grabbing 6th, and hoping that obviously in a Q lap that everything came together.